Hi, I'm so excited to talk to you. First of all, congrats on Coachella. I saw so many videos on Instagram. I sadly couldn't go, but it looked like so much fun. How are you feeling now that both weekends are done?
Yeah, it was the best energy ever. I love it. It was very obviously special moment of my career. Very happy, very grateful. It was just insane.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like performing at Coachella for any artist is the big milestone in their career. What did that moment represent to you?
Yeah, it was very special. Obviously for a Brazilian singer, I just sing in Portuguese, so this is very special. Until I went to the stage, I couldn't believe. I was like, no, that's impossible. I can't imagine me as a Brazilian artist there. This is insane. And once I got there, it was special because I was not just representing me, but also Brazil. I felt the Brazilian energy there, I don't know, showing people abroad the Brazilian energy that's and the Latin energy as well. So it was very special.
Yeah, preparing for that, did you go into that performance a little bit differently, knowing that Coachella opens you up to more people that maybe hadn't discovered you yet?
Yeah, definitely. We knew that many people that will be there didn't know me, so we did a very up-tempo show. With a lot of new songs because of my new album. So we didn't concern about let's do those big hits or whatever, because we knew that a lot of people didn't know me, so whatever. And it was good to explore the new album, the new songs and everything. So it was very special, especially for the album, I think. Yeah. We did this first part of the album we did and we released for Coachella, so it was a very brutal Paraíso show. So yeah, it was very incredible, and it was special because we could feel the energy and how those new songs are strong. Yeah, that's it.
We're going to talk about your album in a second. It's such an experience. I've been listening to it on repeat leading up to the interview, cool. And it's really immersive and I love it. But how did the crowd's energy at Coachella compare to performing in Brazil?
It's not the same thing. But yeah, Brazil is Brazil. And obviously such a different crowd, I used to perform for 100,000 people. It's kind of different. But I felt the Brazilian energy coming from the crowd as well, the Brazilian people who lives here, or I don't know, it was at Coachella and they were in Coachella and they were supporting me. That was very incredible to feel. But I don't know, it's just different. I was discovering myself again and almost starting again abroad. This is a feeling that I for many years I didn't feel anymore, and now for the first time in a long time I felt again that kind of the beginning. This is the best energy ever. I felt that I feel alive again almost, it's special. I feel I was a teenager again, 17 years when I started my career 10 years ago in Brazil. I felt this in Coachella. At Coachella, this is special.
Yeah, because after doing it for so while, you have ebbs and flows in your career, and it's nice that this gave you a jolt of energy and stuff. I do want to talk about your album, Brutal Paraíso. Again, it's banger. It's an experience. I like that it has some slow songs, interludes, and then some really upbeat songs. What was the one thing you wanted fans to take away from this album? If there's one word to wrap it up, how you want them to feel, what would that be?
Life. That we cannot separate the brutal about life and the paradise about life. We always expect for just the happiness or just the good moments. We try to we always expecting something, and about the life, it's a brutal paradise, and we cannot separate the bad moments and the good moments. It's not a box that we can do just and feel just one feeling. For me, that's a lie. I always did that in my albums, but like Brutal Paradise, I try to be more raw about it. Like, and always people ask, oh, it's like one side and another side. Like, it's human to try to separate things. And Brutal Paradise doesn't want to separate things. It is a mess, needs to be a mess, because that's life. That's the way we live, and we cannot separate. Sometimes we are very happy about something, but at the same time something bad is happening with our friends or our family, and we can feel this two like feelings at the same time. And I think sometimes it's difficult for us to understand that. We always like, we will love to just be happy, just be, I don't know, one thing, but we're not. That's a lie. And I didn't want to lie to my fans, and especially in this album. It's such a, like, I did so many things, and I had so many moments in my career. In this album, I thought, like, I almost in Brazil like 10 years of career, so I think it was the moment to do that type of work, you know, like more honest, more raw.
Yeah, that's a really important message for fans to remember, because it's true. Like life, there's ebbs and flows. You can be really happy one day and then really sad the next, and those two feelings can coexist.
Yeah.
Was there, you were talking about moments, was there a specific moment where you were like, this is the direction I want the album to go, or was it a combination of things?
It was a combination of things. I tried to be very natural in the way I did this album, different than the others album. I was like, I'm not gonna try to do a concept. I'm not gonna try too much. It's just gonna be like organic, natural. I'm not gonna try to be perfect or like clean the mess. I didn't want it. You need to be true. You need to be like real, for real. This album is about life in general, all the feelings, all the moments, so I cannot exclude something. So the concept was, since the beginning, like, talk about life in a very natural way. That's why this album is like, it's so long. It's not an album very easy to understand for the first time you listen. Not necessarily. Some people who, like, I don't know, that feel something very in the same moment as me, like maybe 27 or like the 28, 30s, I don't know, maybe, or like,
I'm still about to be 30.
you know, so you understand better.
Yeah,
I think, because I don't know, when I was 22, maybe with this album I will not understand. It's something that it's very about, like, definitely after my 25, and I changed a lot when I was 25, and then 26, 27, almost 28 right now. I think that moment changed my way of thinking. And Brutal Paradise, it is that change, that like, no, life is not like the way I lived until now. It's kind of more like this.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's like when you hit 25 and up, something changes in life.
For me, changed it totally. Like, changing.
Different person. Yeah. I do have to talk to you about the Sabrina Carpenter moment at her Brazil show. Iconic. And you had a call me hat on. Did she call you after?
No.
Oh no, we're still waiting for the call, Sabrina.
No, but call me is because the telefone, the song.
The song in your album.
Yeah. And there's like, liga dizendo, like, liga. It's call me. So that was like
a little like nod.
Yeah.
How did that come to be? Did she message you before her team reached out to you, or was it just like they saw you in the crowd and they're like,
No. They call me. And they called me.
They called you before.
Yeah, they called me and called my manager, like, oh, Sabrina wants you. It was very like out of the blue, like just someone called me, and it was very excited. I was like, no, I never believed for the first time. I was telling you, like, I couldn't believe that. No, really, I'm gonna do Coachella until I was on the stage. I couldn't believe. And I think with Sabrina it was the same. It was like, maybe it's like a fake call, I don't know, and it happens. It was so nice. All the crew are incredible. Sabrina as well. It was so nice to me, and they left me to do this marketing of my song. So yeah, it's special. It was incredible. I love it. I love Sabrina. She's incredible. And this show I've got
did you
her in
watch
Coachella.
Yeah.
And with Madonna, Jesus,
Iconic.
incredible.
Iconic. Did you run into like any of the other artists doing Coachella this year backstage? Were you able to talk to them?
talked with Zara Larson.
Yeah, I saw a picture with her.
With Lil Nas X. I don't know, many artists.
Yeah.
It's good that Coachella, it's a place who all of us we stay together and like having fun at the backstage. We all like very, very nice. All of the artists, the people, like the dancers, all the band, we're all together. I thought that like this is so incredible about Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
It was a like such a experience, not just the show, but the backstage, the moments, the shows, everything. It was an incredible experience.
Yeah, I love it. Well, really quickly to wrap this up, we're gonna do a quick rapid fire. So whatever comes to mind, super quick, one word answer.
First thing,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm terrible. But okay, let's go. Let's try at least.
Okay, a song from your new album that defines this era in your life.
Brutal Paraíso, that is the last song. It's 8 minutes of song. It's kind of long and it's in Portuguese, but definitely talk about the whole life since I was a child.
What artist inspired you to become a musician?
Oh my God, Ivete Sangalo is from Brazil. Is a singer from Brazil. I always like when I was a child, my mom was like, you need to be like Ivete Sangalo and Madonna, like always. And I didn't know very well who were they. Like I was just a small kid, and my mom all the time, because my mom is also a dancer. She's she's a teacher.
Okay.
So yeah, she's always like, you need to be like Ivete Sangalo and Madonna, like those two.
I love it. I love it. What is your dream collab?
Woo, so many, but let's say Christiana Aguilera.
Oh, iconic.
I love her.
That would be so good. You two together on stage would be iconic. And last question: if your album had a color, what would it be?
Red.
Ooh, love it.